week on Worldwide Gaming, Lysander reviews Transistor, our top 10 co-op games. I die over and over again on my first chance to play Bloodborne at Gamescom. And a WG101 for Garry's mod from Nicholas. Hello and welcome to Worldwide Gaming. I'm your host Ryan.
I'm Lysander.
I'm Vince.
And today, Lysander, you're reviewing Transistor, which I actually haven't played, so can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's definitely an excellent game. It's actually made by the same people that made Bastion, which was a very popular title in its time. So yeah, I'm super excited to share that with everyone.
Bastion is well known for the narrator. Is there anything like that in Transistor?
Definitely. It has a narrator, but it's a very different vibe to Bastion, which I kind of liked.
Awesome, can't wait. All right, but first we have the forecast.
The toaster is getting pretty hot in the upcoming I Am Bread. The game tasks you, a piece of bread, with becoming tasty enough to be eaten. We think this is a very interesting idea, so we give it a 3. An upcoming indie RPG, Shyness, is heating up the scene. Coming in 2015 for the PC, the very stylized indie looks like it could be pretty good, so we gave it a 1. This upcoming roguelike runner is looking pretty fiery. Earth Knight is coming in 2015 for PS4 and PS Vita, and we think it looks great. We gave it a 3.
So I Am Bread looks like a kind of mix between Goat Simulator and Octodad.
Your
But
bread.
it's made by the same people as Surgeon Simulator. So it's kind of like, it's going to be like someone of
Win-win.
Yeah.
There's something about being bread and toasting yourself. And
Bread.
Have you ever wanted to be bread before? Well, video games can make you.
maybe at one stage I actually did want to be some bread, and then I can actually play as bread.
I'm not sure how.
This must be very
It's still
touching
messing
for
with my
you.
brain.
I'm not sure how long you could actually play a game like that. Like, what
Well,
is there to do?
it's like Goat Simulator. You play it, but why?
To be bread.
Exactly. I want to be bread, so I'm going to play it, and I'm going to toast myself and cover myself in bacon and cheese.
You play it, but you feel a bit empty inside afterwards.
No,
Yeah.
you feel full of bacon and cheese and stuff.
Oh, damn it. All right, right now, though, we're going to Lysander's review of Transistor.
Back in 2011, Supergiant Games stunned and impressed gamers all over the world with the release of Bastion. And now, 3 years later, they've released yet another masterpiece, Transistor. Like Bastion before it, Transistor falls into the single-player action RPG genre. It follows a linear narrative set in the atmospheric sci-fi city of Cloudbank. You play as Red, Cloudbank's most famous and celebrated singer, as she tries to uncover the truth behind the mysterious disappearances of Cloudbank's more influential voices. While I'd love to give more context to the story, it's difficult, as I feel the less you know going into this game, the more you'll enjoy it. Rather than overload you with chunks of information, the way many games do, Supergiant have used the same intricate and subtle storytelling techniques they employed in Bastion, though this time they've taken it to a whole new level. On the surface, the game could almost be considered vague. However, if you look further, there's a wealth of depth to be uncovered. Much of this is linked to the abilities of your weapon, the Transistor, and the deep, complex combat system that those capabilities afford. As you progress, you unlock new functions, 4 of which can be equipped as active abilities at any given time. To balance this, the Transistor only has a certain memory capacity, with some functions being more expensive to install than others. This system is great for affording the player a bountiful variety of options and supporting many different fluid playstyles. However, the game also encourages the player to experiment in a number of ways. The player is given 1 life in combat for every active function they have. This is because every time you run out of health, the active function that costs the most memory is consumed and becomes unavailable for the next couple of checkpoints. If you lose the functions that you're used to employing, you'll have to adapt to the situation and try different strategies. The other way that the game encourages you to experiment is by locking narrative information within the functions you collect. In order to unlock this information, you must utilize the function in active, upgrade, and passive slots. This method of encouraging variety is only made more effective by the New Game Plus support provided. I was also greatly impressed by the innovative turn mechanic, which allows players to freeze time and execute a series of moves during combat. Not only does it broaden the variety of strategies available, but it allows for precise movement and planning amidst the hectic gameplay pervasive to the action genre. This is one of the main features that differs from Supergiant's previous title, Bastion. If I were to fault the game at all, I'd say that the variety of enemies is a little limited. There is a good number of different variations and combinations that appear, but after a time it becomes a little obvious how they will behave. That said, the game is still challenging and well scaled, so this is only a minor flaw. On top of the mechanics, Transistor is simply a gorgeous game. It's gorgeous to look at and it's gorgeous to listen to. It's incredibly well polished, and sports a spectacular and moving soundtrack, once again composed by Darren Korb. Supergiant certainly missed no chance to reinforce the atmosphere and further involve the player within the world they have created. If you're a fan of concise, single-player experiences, I wholeheartedly implore you to look into this title. Supergiant have skillfully woven intricate gameplay mechanics and subtle narrative into what has certainly become one of, if not my favourite game to date. And I know I for one will continue to look to them in the future with bright eyes and high hopes.
Hey guys, want some more worldwide gaming in your diet? Go to our Facebook page to keep up with the WG crew. Check us out on YouTube to catch up with any past episodes and blooper reels, and look us up on iTunes under WGcast.